dare beg for your life after you slobbed out all my niggas and made me kill my best friend, my brother, the nigga body I'm using right now to body your ass. And you talking about, please don't kill me after you sold us out to that fucking fraud doctor when all we wanted was peace. Wait, hold on, nigga, I wanted peace too. That motherfucking fraud set me up too. Oh, you should have thought of that before you sided with that dumbass nigga. Wait, hold on, man, please, don't.
What's going on, YouTube, man? What's going on, Dark Crimson Gamer? How y'all doing today? Welcome back to the channel. We're back for another great reaction video, man. And I'm not gonna hold y'all. I just got done recording some more content so earlier today, and I guess by the time the video come in, it might be either yesterday or so, or later on today or something like that. Give or take, whenever this comes out and such. Just know, I just got done recording some content. I'm over here. I just left. I'm over here chilling. And slow and behold, I'm sitting here looking at, I just got notification so for CJ about him posting the pain trial. And I'm just sitting there just like, well, back to the lab again. I was like, I just got done recording content. And then CJ like, well, hey, back to the lab again. But yo, it is the pain trial that we've been waiting on, man. You know, I already got my Naruto shirt on, so you already know I'm ready. You know what I'm saying, bro? Hey, shout out to CJ, bro. We couldn't wait for this to happen. So as always, if you guys enjoyed the video, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to the channel if you're brand new. So, oh, and also if you guys made this far as well into the intro, so type in Almighty Push. Oh, and also too, make sure you guys hype the video up, man. It's real simple, bro. It's right there next to the like button. So right there next to the share thing or so where it says hype. Hype it up. Hype the video up. We're out here sitting working for our 1,000 and such. And as always, if you guys have any suggestions, feel free to put down in the comment section down below. I'm open to any suggestions on any stuff y'all want me to react to, whether it's like just reaction videos, gameplays, such as you want me to play games on, whatever, or whatever. I'm open to suggestions. And so, hey, without further long, let's get down to this video.
Now, I want y'all to look exactly at this spring right here. Her neck is already broken. She is eating dirt while her body is making the letter Y. And I felt so bad for Naruto, bro. Dude was having to watch his future wife get thrown around a dusty-ass crater. He just had to sit there and watch it all happen. This man Pain really had this man in a hotel chair. Just sickening. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, it is finally time.
Yes, sir!
Many detours and the many tweets and memes. Video beats go forever. Court is now in session, and it is for none other than the shinobi that refuses to fight one-on-one and will roll up on you with 6 months. The master of jump jutsu, Pain. Now this one's gonna be a long one because dude was moving wicked. So go ahead, grab some food and get comfortable.
Oh yeah.
The evidence is on deck and it's ready to be presented. So without further ado,
that bitch is crazy.
Alright. Exhibit A. Taking over the hidden ring and jumping a senior citizen. Ah, man. Let me let y'all in on a little secret. You wanna know why it took me so long to make this video specifically? I had to go back and watch my goat get jumped by snakes.
RP Jiraiya Sensei! You left us too soon, man! Too soon! Oh, it didn't have to go like that. He didn't have to go out like that. He went out like a Jeep, but he didn't have to go out like that. Nope. He didn't have to go out like that. He really didn't, bro. He could have left. He could have left, but he said, nah. I'm gonna take down one of these niggas or something before I dip out of here. RB, Perfect Sage, the Toad Sage, Leia.
My It's 2026 and I still feel some type of way about this shit till this day. Like, bro, on the real, I did not want to watch this bullshit again. Having to watch my dog get slimed out by 6 getting emo niggas. Like, fuck off. Skin and bones ass and didn't even give him the respect of a one-on-one. Now, before I have to go through the pain of commentating my Go Get Jump, there is a massive atrocity that Pain committed before this. So let's go ahead and break this down real quick. Now, if you watch my Danzo video, I've already basically went over how Nagato ended up becoming Pain. But if you need a little refresher real quick, Danzo and Hanzo basically set this nigga up, leading to the entire original Akatsuki getting squad wiped and Nagato tweaking out and adopting the Pain persona. Now, after he was set up and his whole crew got slimed out, Nagato made sure that he was going to get his revenge by any means necessary. So on one fateful day, Pain pulled up to Hanzo's compound and killed every single guard that was in there protecting this man. Man came in here and cleaned house, left piles of bodies. Oh boy, right here in the back got his ass beat so bad he got left in prime back shots. Then he threw Hanzo into the wall like a piece of trash that he was. And in Hanzo's last moments, bro started begging for his life, but Pain stared him dead into his soul and told him, "Are you serious right now, my nigga? You dare beg for your life after you slobbed out all my niggas and made me kill my best friend, my brother, the nigga body I'm using right now to body your ass. And you talking about, please don't kill me after you sold us out to that fucking fraud dog when all we wanted was peace." Wait, hold on, nigga, I wanted peace too. That motherfucking fraud set me up too. Oh, fuck. You should have thought of that before you sided with that dumbass nigga. Wait, hold on, man, please don't. Pain straight up spun back for his whole crew and boomed Hanzo along with all his other guards. But Pain didn't stop there. Oh no, because he made sure that nobody else would oppose him or his ideals. So he decided to wipe out Hanzo's entire bloodline.
Dang, I did not know that.
His wife, his child, his relatives, his friends, and even their infant.
That's wild. I forgot about that. Because that was one of those little, like, filler episodes they did for Pain and such. And I totally forgot about that, bro. Yeah, he left no stone unturned. He made sure that nobody from his line was going to come back and spin the block in the future. He made that perfectly freaking clear. Oh, damn. Oh, dang. Oh, dang. Oh, I feel bad for the babies. No, they deserve it. Oh, man, that's...
Wiped them all off the map. Dude straight up eradicated his entire clan and completed a whole hostile takeover of the entirety of Amegakure. Now, we've sadly reached the second part of this exhibit, and it is, of course, my Go Get Jump. Now let's go ahead and set the record straight. When it was just a 1v1, when it was just Jiraiya versus the Animal Path, he was cooking that nigga shit. Every single summon he pulled out, Jiraiya boomed it. Oversized Mr. Krabs, Demon Cerberus Dogs, the Raisin Bull, and mutated Chameleon Chimera on steroids. Kaboom, nigga! This fight was actually manageable until Pain stopped playing fair and said, I have to admit, Jiraiya Sensei, when it comes to one-on-one combat, you are superior. However, let's see how you fare when it comes to getting jumped. And summons 2 more of these niggas, making the fight a 3v1. And this is when the unfair bullshit began. Jiraiya went in with a massive Rasengan, but it gets absorbed and gobbled up by the damn big ass and big belly, Will Kelly built ass Pain. Then he got behind the human path and tried to punch him, but he blocked his attack without even looking at him. Then he tried to attack the animal path, but Pain summons a massive armored panda to block Jiraiya's sharp ass Pokemon. fine head. So after he tried to attack all three of them head on but couldn't even land a hit, Jiraiya was like, love this twin, I'm out. So he leaves and escapes through the pipes. Now this sequence right here is when Jiraiya showed us how elite of a ninja he was. Because he pulls off one of the greatest plays of all time. He got Ma and Pa to make sound waves to lure the Pains over to him. So while they were running at him, he had a shadow clone come out of the wall and shoot a fire style attack directly at Will Kelly's fat ass to distract him. So while old boy was enjoying the all-you-can-eat chakra buffet, the other two were still running at him. So he shoots out another fire style attack to make them dodge. But when the human pack tried to land on the roof, he got stuck in a pile of goo and couldn't move. So then the animal pack was left all alone in a 1v1. And when Bro was finally isolated from his other niggas, he was straight cookies. Cause Jiraiya kicks him in his chest and makes his body ragdoll across the hallway. Then he trapped all three of them in a genjutsu. And when he had them locked in here, he stabbed all three of them and immobilized them, clutching the 3v1. This is a prime example of why this nigga's not good. He took a unwinnable 3v1 and turned it around into his favor. And he theoretically should have won this fight.
He should have.
This is when the bullshit ramped up to the max.
Yep.
While he was walking away thinking that he put them down for good, another pain spawns behind him. And he just whispers in his ear, "Didn't you teach me that let your guard down? My foolish Gunrava sensei." Then throws this nigga Jiraiya out of the building and into the ocean. And he ended up losing his left arm because of
That pissed me off, man.
This is when all the Pains arrived and pulled up on this nigga. And you could see it in Jiraiya's face. He knew he was fucked. And you could tell he was thinking in his head, oh my god, there's 6 of these niggas.
Or farming his shit.
Jiraiya was sick to his stomach. First of all, the main pain is your dead former student's body being controlled by your other former student, which he didn't figure out till it was too late. And then number 2, all 6 of these niggas had renegades. Like, excuse me, nigga? Like, this generally had bruh shook. And while Jiraiya was thinking, what the hell is going on, Pain was up here just looking at him and telling him, yes, Jiraiya sensei, your eyes do not deceive you. There are indeed 6 of us standing before you, and we are the embodiment of pain. And now you will feel the pain of all 6 of us collectively stomping your old ass out. So all 6 Pains jumped down and start jumping Jiraiya. OG stood no chance.
See, this is that bull, bro. And I'm sitting here thinking, and here's the thing I thought through the whole fight. I'm looking like, I know Jiraiya Sensei strong, and I'm thinking, could he not like be able to do any shadow clones and such? Could he not been able to do that with just one hand and such to even out the odds to at least distract the Pains enough to where he could have escaped? Like, at that point in my mind, it wouldn't have been a matter of trying to face them. It would have been a matter of trying to escape. And then you have Ma and Pa on your shoulder, so they could have helped you out a little bit with the chakra, or at least with the hand the hand signs and such. Like, it could have been something in a way to where he'd been able to fight back very easily, or at least try to escape. But it was just like, I guess in the heat of the moment, given everything that was happening, he couldn't think about the moment. Because I would have thought of every single thing I could have done to try to fight back, or at least try to escape. It was gonna be one or the other. But I damn sure wasn't gonna stay there and try to face against all of them at the end of the day and say, hell nah, I'm missing an arm, bro. Hell nah, that's already a disadvantage. And I'm facing against 6 niggas. Like, come on.
Bro tried to come in and punch the Tendo Pain, but instantly gets blocked and thrown off to the side. Then he destroys the whole building trying to drown Jiraiya with all the debris. But while Jiraiya was under
The hell?
he ends up grabbing the animal pack and drags him down underwater into his domain. Because he knew that out of all the Pains, he was straight cookies. Because when it came down to 1v1s, he was butt cheeks. So the moment Jiraiya got him in a ISO, he swings around and shoves a Rasengan right into Bro's gut, taking him out with ease. But right when my glorious king sat down to try to take a breather, Pain used the chakra rod to stab Jiraiya right before the animal path went offline. So after Jiraiya took out one of the Pains, he tried to see if he could get the drop on one of the other Pains. So he tried to throw a shuriken at the bald one, but he does, and Jiraiya ends up bricking. Then the remaining 5 Pains surrounded him. And this is when it all clicked for Jiraiya. Because when he started to look at all of them, he finally realized, oh my god, I've encountered every single one of these niggas before. And the moment Jiraiya finally put the puzzle pieces together and figured out who Bro exactly is, the nigga comes out of the water and crushes his throat. Then all 5 of them came down and stabbed Jiraiya to death. So with the last bit of HP Jiraiya had, he had to make sure that everyone knew the bullshit that he encountered this day. So he wrote on the back of Paul's back, and it basically said,
Naruto, Pain is not one man. He's 6 niggas in total. Almost deleted my browser history. Bro, that's crazy. But what the fuck? I can't let somebody see that shit. Yeah, I can't. That's funny as hell. Okay, without laughing. Naruto, Pain is not one man. He's 6 niggas in total. Also, delete my browser history, twin. I can't have Tsunade see that shit. That is oh shit.
He is 6 niggas in total. Also, delete my browser history, twin. I can't have Tsunade see that shit. And right after Jiraiya wrote his last message, Pain shoots a rocket fist at him and blows up the greatest gooner to ever do it. And he sinks to the bottom of the ocean and dies after getting poked by 6 niggas. Exhibit B. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen. Exhibit B. Invading the Hidden Leaf. Now, this exhibit right here is going to easily be the longest exhibit for this drop. Because the amount of destruction and people that just straight up die in this exhibit alone is just ridiculous.
Like, this is where it really sunk in that people were gonna die in this. Like, it was, you literally had, like, you really felt like there was no hope in this. Like, this ain't Dragon Ball where it's like, we can just get some we get the Dragon Balls and wish everybody back. Like, no, this is the moment where people were dying, they stayed dead. And that's the part that was like, oh my god, the amount of destruction, loss, everything that Pain's doing is crazy. Like, we didn't see this much destruction and death and such since, like, until Madara came in chapters later type stuff. Like, golly.
This man's crime stats are about to go to the moon. So Pain decided that it was finally time to kidnap Naruto and to wipe the Hidden Leaf off the map. So the first victims to feel the wrath of Pain were these 4 random Jonin that were on guard. Now they were outside enjoying the beautiful day that it was, and probably thought that there was no way in hell that they would have any types of problems today. But right before they were about to take their lunch break, Pain pulls up right in front of them, and he didn't even say a word. He just shoots Bro in the front and kills him right in front of his homies. So after he dropped the first guy, the other 2 Jonin come down from the air and try to hold him down. And they were basically sacrificing themselves so homeboy right here could run away and alert the village that there was an intruder. But since Pain, aka Nagato, is a very sickly looking man, he does not like other niggas touching him. He takes social distancing very seriously. So Hushin takes both of them off of him, killing these 2 poor souls on impact. And then the last guy standing got done the worst out of all of them. Pain picked Bro up and slowly pulled his body towards him while staring him dead in the face before shoving a whole chakra rod through his stomach. And with that, these 4 unlucky poor souls were the first of many victims of Pain's massacre. So after he took out the 4 guards, he wasted no time to get started on destroying everything. So all 6 Pains spawned inside the leaf, and disperse. And the moment they got to the location that they were meant to be in, they immediately started to cause chaos and destroy everything in their path. They was blowing up every single block in the damn village. They didn't give a fuck about any of the innocent people in the village that were getting killed. They were blowing their asses up for the love of the game. Two people that were running away died because they were getting crushed by all the debris of the blown up building. Just off this observation alone, this is already a case of mass murder and just flat out terror. Because the amount of people dying in blocks getting blown up is
was immeasurable.
My God, the amount of children that were getting dropped off was unfathomable. Will Kelly was out here choking niggas out while others had to watch in the cut chair and wait for their turn to get choked out.
Pretty much.
Pack was out here sucking the soul out of these niggas. And I ain't gonna lie, the big buff motherfucker was without a doubt the freakiest out of all these niggas. He was out here choking niggas out and asking them, "Where is the Nine-Tails Naruto Uzumaki?" But the Jonin were like, "I ain't no snitch." Yes, but bitch. So he used his quick nigga jutsu to pull out their tongues to see if they were lying or not. And when he was done, he ripped out their whole tongue and gobbled that shit up. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, gang. Hit that nigga with sexual assault. Because that was so unfreakishly called for.
What the bro? W pause. But that is crazy work for a damn Pokemon card, dang. But yeah, no, it's funny as hell to me how the Rinnegan is this overpowered, but yet Sasuke nor Madara, for example, has never showed any of these abilities and such besides Nagato, and he's an Uzumaki, which I find that shit funny as hell. Like, it's like, I would think those, somebody explain the comment section. So why is it that only Nagato was able to display these different Rinnegan abilities and such stuff, but both Madara and Sasuke never was able to showcase that? They showed different abilities, of course, but they never showed any of the paths that evolved it. Only like only maybe the what was it? Planetary Devastation one or so. That was pretty much it. But nothing else when it came down to all the other stuff, though, because all those abilities that they had were broken as hell. Especially the one that kept reviving every goddamn pain that every time one gets destroyed and such. So I just never understood that for the life of me, like why they couldn't do it. So if anybody know the answer, put that in the comment section, because I want to know. Like, that's what?
He was out here taking tongues and other things. This motherfucker, Will Kelly's big ass was on a tear. He was surrounded by like 10 Jonin, but he did not care. He was happy as hell because all he was thinking of was, oh yeah, I ain't never losing. Cause all I see in front of me is a buffet of feet. Blows up the entire block, killing every single Jonin around him. The while Will Kelly was going around terrorizing people like he terrorizes fast food workers, there was another major fight going on that almost gave me as much depression as Pain versus Jiraiya. And that, of course, was Pain versus Kakashi. So here's how this tragedy went down. So Kakashi confronted the Tendo Pain because bro was literally 5 seconds away from adding Iruka to the dead nigga list. So when Kakashi got the ISO with Pain, he throws up a mud wall to try to box him in. But Pain shoves a chakra rod through Kakashi's shoulder. So Kakashi tries to counter with a lightning blade. But Pain stares into this nigga Kakashi's soul, and he ends up breaking because of this. So after Kakashi bricked his first lightning blade, he thought there's no way I can miss a second time. So he tries to hit him with another lightning blade. But the Shinra Tensei merchant Tendo Pain tells Kakashi to bag that ass up. So after he sent Kakashi flying like 50 yards, the moment Kakashi finally recovered, the bald nigga Pain jumps in right behind him and tries to sneak Kakashi with his bazooka arm. They haven't even been fighting for 10 seconds, and this nigga Pain is already jumping. He looked at Kakashi and basically told him, "Nigga, did you really think that this was gonna be the 1v1? You should have known you were gonna get jumped the moment you tried to fight." So the bald Pain's body starts to morph, and he ends up mutating into a form with 6 arms and 3 faces. So Pain starts to pull Kakashi towards the bald nigga. Now while he was getting pulled, Kakashi tried to use a chain to stop his body moving. But Pain just looked at Kakashi trying to save himself like, "That don't work." There's no way out of this. So he starts to pull him even harder, and he ends up taking a blade to the gut. Now, thank God this was a shadow clone, because if Kakashi went out like that, niggas would be questioning his legacy. So after he faked out Pain, the bald nigga ends up getting crushed by Choza and Choji. And now Pain was about to get a taste of his own medicine, because this man was about to get jumped by Kakashi, Choza, Choji, and the rest of Choza's squad. But even though Pain was about to get jumped, the master of Jumjitsu knew exactly how to counter this shit. So he ran directly at everybody and let all of the no-name background characters spam their juices. So after they were done throwing every projectile at him, Pain assessed his situation and knew he had everybody lined up for a fat ult. So this nigga uses his ult and says, "She-Ra can say," and it blows up the entire area. And this attack took out every single no-name bum that tried to land an attack on this man. So after he one-shotted all the background characters, Kakashi tried to get the jump on Pain from the ground. But the Shinra Tensei merchant blasted him off of him again and sends Kakashi down to the ground. So Pain walked up and tried to kill Kakashi while he was stunned. But Choji and Choza coming from the side and try to hit Pain with a double sonic spin dash. But Pain counters them both and spams Shinra Tensei once again to get them off of him. But after Pain used his jutsu, they actually ended up trapping this man with a chain that they
that was doing some good strategy there.
Hit Pain with one more lightning blade, but out of nowhere, the bald Pain comes in and
that's what I'm saying.
In this opening led to Pain,
like to no end, bro. The amount of saves that the Pain had through the whole thing pissed me off to no end. It was almost as bad as on Demon Slayer when they were facing against, what was it, Upper Moon, I think it was Upper Moon 5? I think it was Upper Moon 5 with his multiple personality as emotions and shit. Like, that's how much it pissed me off. Like, every single time you feel like you're about to get a dub, it's always some bull that be happening into it. That pissed me off to no end. And it just kept getting worse as it continued. Like, golly.
The entire area. And after their failed attack, Choza and Choji were both knocked out cold. And Kakashi was trapped in a bunch of rubble. And while Kakashi was trapped, Pain looked at him and told him, "Oh, did you really become master of Jumjitsu? Wouldn't know how to counter Jumjitsu itself. What a shame. You motherfuckers really call you the Cult Ninja. Now no Pain. And take this 223 to the dome." Damn shame. Now Kakashi actually didn't die from the headshot, because he used Kamui to bail him out. Kakashi actually died when he had to use Kamui again to bail Choji out when he was running from his life from a bazooka. But at the end of the day, it doesn't change a thing. Pain took my boy Kakashi off the map. Brought two of my favorite characters in the most nonchalant way possible. So after Pain killed Kakashi, the other Pains were still on a tear in the village. Hell, the animal pad made the village a whole open zoo. And Buck Pain was still out here on this freaky shit. Because tell me why he had Konohamaru getting choked out on the wall. This nigga, child, getting choked out and about to get his tongue ripped out right before our eyes. I mean, Ebisu tried to help him, but he got swallowed away like a fly. And this freaky ass nigga was about to rip a child's tongue out. But thank God it was a shadow clone, and Konohamaru faked this freak ball out and hit him with a Rasengan. But at the end of the day, nigga, this is attempted murder, assault, and child abuse. Because what the f is this nigga doing generally? Out here trying to rip the tongue out of kids, like, come on, bruh. And I ain't gonna lie, I gotta give a shout out to Konohamaru. Bro took out a Pain as a giddy, but all these other Jonin were getting packed up. Like real shit, the Leaf needs to do some reevaluation of rank. Because some of these niggas repping the Jonin rank, shit, and Chunin are sorry as fuck. I actually don't know how they passed the exams. I'm being so serious right now. Like generally how? So while the chaos continued, Pain's next move was just straight up wicked. Shizune Ino and her dad were huddled up and discussing tactics. They thought they were in a safe area until Pain jumps down on them and drops a whole grenade. Now, after the grenade blew up, he had
They did my girl Shizune so dirty, bro. She did not deserve this end. She did not, bro. That one came so left field. I'm looking like I literally had to pause and just ask why. Like seriously, why? Like come on, why?
The worst hostage situation possible. Pain basically told Ino and her dad, "Don't move, or I will suck the soul out of this fine ass secretary." The Hidden Leaf does not negotiate with Tear. Did not say don't motherfucker go, bitch. Poor Shizune. Pain really sucked the soul out of her body. So after Shizune was a victim of the Gokujutsu, Pain confronted Tsunade. So Pain started talking to her like, "Long time no see, Lady Tsunade. I see after all this years that you're still fine as hell. But my apologies. I didn't come here to hit on a cougar who's trying to hold on to the last bit of youth they have left. I came here to spread pain." So Tsunade was trying to tell Pain that all he was a terrorist, and he's trying to undermine the peace that the leaf has brought. But this made this nigga Pain snap. He heard her say this and was like, "Tell me what type of peace has your village brought of this world? Because all your village has brought is pain. Your village is responsible for the death of my parents. Your village is responsible for turning my nation into a war zone. Your village is responsible for tearing apart the only family I have. Your village is responsible for not holding monsters like Danzo accountable for their action and let his repeated mistakes and atrocities go untold. Your village is responsible for so much bullshit it makes me sick. And quite honestly,
He's not wrong. He's not wrong. He's not wrong.
So Pain starts to float up in the air. And when he floated up all the way up to the tippy top, this nigga says, "And now, this world shall know pain." So this nigga Pain
Had to get him with the Thanos snap.
the worst crimes a character has committed in a trial. This nigga proudly said, with all of his heart, "Shinra Tensei," and blows this entire bitch up. This man turned the entire village into a crater, a fishbowl. Nigga straight up nuked this bitch. It made every single villager of the Leaf experience true pain. Exhibit C. Ladies and gentlemen, we have reached our final exhibit, and it is without a doubt one of the most foul exhibits of all time. Exhibit C. Animal abuse and beating a man's future wife to death. So after Pain nuked the Leaf, Naruto finally pulled up with one of the coldest intros of all. This nigga Naruto hit this pose before being summoned and probably thought, "Oh yeah, when I pull up, everybody gonna be like, damn Naruto, you cold as hell."
With the new fit and everything.
The whole village was flattened. But I ain't gonna lie, the moment Naruto heard from Tsunade that Kakashi died and he was finally face to face with the person that killed Jiraiya, it was all bullshit, no nonsense from this nigga. Boom, the whole nigga Pain in like 5 seconds. Even Pain was like, "Well, goddamn, this little nigga really might be like that." So Pain lines up all the other Pains to protect Nintendo Pain, because he was trying to recover all the chakra he used from the Shinra Tensei. So Naruto hits a full sprint and starts rushing the Pains, while the Toads were just beating the shit out of all the Animal Path summons. They were hitting them with actual aerial combos. Then Naruto rushed Chunky Pain and laid his fat ass out. So after Naruto knocked out Mr. All-You-Can-Eat, Naruto chucked a Rasen Shuriken at him and one-shotted the Human Path, straight up shredded his ass. So after he turned the Human Path into ground beef, the next Pain he went after was, of course, the sorry-ass Animal Path. Because just like when Jiraiya went against it, this nigga is absolute garbage in a one-on-one confrontation. So Naruto got Gamakichi to straight up eat Shorty and trap her in his mouth with Naruto just waiting in there for it. So Naruto starts piecing her up because she can't see shit. He gives her a double Rasengan, taking the Animal Path offline for good. So after Naruto took out the sorriest Pain, Pain grabbed Mr. All-You-Can-Eat Will Kelly's reboot card and revived him with the Freak Nigga Jutsu. And the remaining 3 Pains line up in a formation. So Naruto throws a Rasen Shuriken at Big Chungus, and he takes the Rasen Shuriken head on and tries to absorb it. But this Rasen Shuriken was straight up bait, because it was Naruto the entire time. So he tackles this gun and ends up creating an opening for a real Rasen Shuriken to go straight to the Tendo Pain. But right before it was about to hit, bro, Pain's chakra finally gets restored, and he's able to spam Shiva Tensei again. So he easily dispels the Rasen Shuriken. But when Pain thought he had Naruto cornered, dude had a whole nother shadow clone come from the top rope, and he blows that freaky ass nigga Pain.
Exactly! W plays!
This nigga still looks like a freak. I'm cheesing like a motherfucker, and his eyes are rolled back. So after Freaky Pain got his fantasy fulfilled of getting his back blown out, Naruto tries to take out Pain right here. But since Pain got his powers restored, he got back to immediately spamming Shiva Tensei. So he blasts Naruto off of him. Then after he sent Naruto flying, Gamakichi and the Toads try to jump him. But Pain flies up right in the middle of all 3 of them and uses his anti-jump jutsu. So he spams his ult once again. He sent these damn Toads flying. Nigga, they got flung out of the village, and every single one of them got knocked out cold. Not gonna lie, gang, gotta hit him with the animal abuse right here.
You got to.
Just casually threw giant toads like they were nothing. So after he flung the toads all the way out of the leaf's borders, Pain pulls Naruto towards him, and Chunky Boy gets right to the gut and puts him in a headlock. And he starts to absorb all of Naruto's Sage Chakra. But this was a massive mistake.
Yup.
Because Mr. All-You-Can-Eat ended up absorbing too much of his Sage Chakra. And this ended up leading up to him turning into a ball and being petrified and turning into stone. So Naruto ended up breaking free, and he finally had the ISO with the 10.
One-on-one time, bitch.
Pain decided to play dirty. This nigga universal pulls paw towards him and stabs this old ass frog nigga.
That pissed me off so much. That pissed me off so much. I said it was already bad enough you got my goat. Not once, but twice. Then you do the frog pops? Like this dude had to go. Like this has to end, man. Like out of all of them, I would have felt like if it was Mom, but not Paul. Like God damn, let the frogs alone, man. Oh my God.
This man murdered the old geezer frog and put him on a stick and made him a frog kebab. Then he pulled Naruto towards him, choked this nigga, then slammed him in the ground head first. And to make sure he didn't move anymore, he used a chakra and shoved it through both of his hands. So after Pain pinned Naruto down, Pain gave Naruto a nasty reality check. Naruto was yelling at this nigga and telling him that he shouldn't be yapping about peace and justice because he blew up his village and killed a bunch of his friends. But then Pain told Naruto, okay, look, nigga, let me ask you this though. What about my family? What about my friends? What about my village? They all suffered the same that your village has suffered, and it was done by your people. Yes, the Leaf, the niggas you be hanging with, fucked my entire life. So all I'm doing is spinning back for my people and for the pain that your village has caused me. And now that I've made you experience pain, you now hate me. So answer this question for me, little nigga. How would you stop this cycle of hatred? Shit, I don't know. That is exactly what the fuck I thought. So after Pain lectured Naruto about peace, he straight up stabbed Naruto with 6 more chakra rods to just pin him down like a dog. And while Naruto was pinned down, Amato was yelling at this nigga Naruto, telling him to get up like, get up, you whipper.
Yeah.
Easy, pin you down. Do you hear me, boy? Wake your ass up. Shut the fuck up. So after Pain brutally assaulted an old lady, we are now set to observe one of the most brutal, ref do something, ass whoopings of all time. And most of y'all should know exactly what this is. Pain versus Hinata. This was one of those ass whoopings that you begged for it to end. Like, on the real, this is one of the hardest fights to ever watch. Like, it is up there with the Vidal versus Spopovich. So here is how this atrocity went down. So Hinata came to save her mans from being captured by Pain.
Hinata.
I'm not gonna lie, her plan was actually smart, because she didn't try to fight the nigga head on at first. What she tried to do was kick the chakra rods off of Naruto so he could move again. And Pain was shocked. He was like, well, ain't this some shit? This girl is actually not an idiot. So when she tried to hit the next one, she sends Hinata flying across the crater. Now, I want y'all to look exactly at this frame right here. Nigga, her neck is already broken. She is eating dirt while her body is making me let her walk. And I felt so bad for Naruto, bro. Dude was having to watch his future wife get thrown around a dusty-ass crater. He just had to sit there and watch it all happen. This man Pain really had this man in the hotel chair, just sickening. So when he was already on half HP after 2 hits, she said, trying to hit the chakra rods, I'ma just have to put hands on this nigga. So she kept on trying to swing at this nigga Pain. Good God, this nigga is a member of Weave Nation. Yup. Team straight air, straight oxygen.
Yup.
Weave. But by the grace of God, Naruto ended up coughing up blood when he went for another Shimmer Tensei. And this led to Hinata landing a hit on Pain. She rocked this nigga for a good second. Look at him. He is looking up at the stars. And he was actually out for a minute. So Hinata ran to Naruto and hit off another one of the rounds. But right when she tried to go for the race,
that gunshot sound for that moment was funny.
This is the part of the fight where I could barely watch this shit anymore. She started crawling towards Naruto. On the last bit of HP, she
tooted up and everything.
It was so loud, even Pain was perplexed. He was genuinely confused. He was actually like, why? Why are you still fighting for this dense fool? Doesn't even realize you like him till the last movie of the series. Because I love Naruto-kun. My God, there's not enough pain in this world to fix a dumb broad like you. Oh, Lord have mercy. Pain really tried to send Hinata back to the lobby, bro. Now, I'm gonna be so real, I don't know how she survived this. The plot armor she had right here was diamond.
Pretty much, cause, yeah.
Torture Naruto. So after he completely destroyed Hinata, Naruto straight up crashed the hotel and immediately went to 4 tails off the rip. That seal that Yamato put on, bye-bye. That shit got thrown out the window. But Pain did not back down from this. He wanted this fight all along. So Naruto starts earthbending and throwing a bunch of rocks at him. But Pain was like, let me show you my moves, nigga. Let me show you how we get down in the hidden rain. So he started hitting the, I ain't gonna lie, he was locked in. Until 2 seconds later when Naruto blitzed him. He hit him so hard, he made his whole face morph. Nigga turned him into jello. Then Naruto started playing whack-a-mole with him. Just smacked him on the head. Nigga basically got hit with a Dark Souls attack when you miss your roll. And while Pain was planted in the ground, this dude really had the audacity to say, are you feeling it now, Naruto Uzumaki? Are you feeling the pain? Do you hate me, Naruto Uzumaki? So while Pain was looking like a sprouted vegetable in the garden, Naruto ends up crashing to the point where he's at 6 tails now. And this is where we are at the infamous scene of this nigga Pain saying, every single frame of this scene is a national treasure. So after Pain made the animation budget go into debt, he started running at Naruto at top speeds, dodging and weaving everything. He was out here skating on water. This is why he started to look like a Sonic boss fight the way Pain was moving. Pain ended up going prone. He started to deflect all of Naruto's blasts that he was shooting. So after Pain deflected all the blasts, he was like, is that all you got? I expect. Oh,
exactly. Start spamming shit. Ooh.
So after Pain got blasted to Kingdom Come, Nagato decided it was time to pull out the super ultimate move. So when he said this, Konan was like, no, you're not about to do that move, baby. You don't have enough energy. But Nagato was like, silence, Konan. I'm going to capture this nigga like a fucking Pokemon, and I'm going to enter his bitch ass in my Pokedex. Pain whips out planetary devastation.
Yup.
And he didn't stop until he finally captured the Nine Tails. Now, Pain thought it was over. He thought he had Bro captured and it was time to call it a day. But unfortunately for Pain, he had no clue how much plot armor Naruto actually had. Because Naruto ended up breaking out of the planetary devastation because of Minato's contingency plan if this ever happened. And after this, it was low-key over for Pain, bro. And the way he was beaten was poetic. Because he ended up getting jumped.
Yup.
The same way he was jumping the fuck out of everyone.
Yup, poetic
All
justice.
the shadow clones, but he just couldn't. And then when his Shima Tensei was on cooldown, Naruto launched himself out and shoved a Rasengan to his gut.
Woo.
So after the Tendo Pain was done, the last Pain standing was Nagato himself. And the only way Naruto was able to beat
Talk no
his
jutsu.
most powerful jutsu, the strongest technique in anime history, Talk no Jutsu. So when Naruto pulled up on Nagato, the first thing Nagato did was instantly shoot this nigga. But Naruto ended up eating it. So after he ate the shot, Nagato told him, "Alright then, little nigga, you got 30 seconds to tell me about your pain. And if you don't move me or bring a tear to my eye, I'm booming your ass twin." So Naruto proceeded to tell Nagato, "You know, man, I get it. I know you had a tough life, and I have too. I remember back in the day when I was a little kid, and I would sit on the swing set every yearning for friends and attention, while that sad-ass flute song played every time. Not enough. Continue. My parents died when I was a baby, and our sorry-ass third Hokage threw me in a nasty-ass, dusty-ass apartment. The
Straight
fucker didn't
filthy.
even give me enough money to pay fucking rent, and I drunk spoiled milk every fucking day. Damn. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. I would walk outside, and I would have every single villager looking at me like I was a fucking ticking time bomb, and they were always wondering, when is this little nigga gonna crash out? Nigga, do you know how that feels? Shit, I got tricks. I lost my parents, my homeboy, my sensei, and I've been bitchless for all 16 years of my life. But nigga, I'm still standing, and I'ma bring peace to this world and stop this cycle of hatred. Well, goddamn, nigga, you actually just moved me a bit. Very well, I'm reviving anybody in your village.
That's what I'm saying.
100% crit rate talk no jutsu work. And Nagato revived everybody in the village in exchange for his life. Now, that's good and all dandy, but are we gonna let Pain off the hook with all these charges?
Hell no.
Hell no.
Exactly.
And with that, ladies and gentlemen, the jury has decided that this trial is a pass. Pain makes the round table. However, all these charges, they not getting dropped, nigga. We not gonna act like this man did and boom a entire clan into all of their infants. And my goat ain't coming back. That nigga's dead forever. Oh yeah, this nigga's still getting locked up for life.
Yup.
So with that being said, appreciate y'all for watching, man. Hope y'all enjoyed. And until next time.
Oh man, that right there was good. W video, bro. Like I said, if you guys made it this far, you enjoyed the video. If you guys have any like suggestions on any videos y'all want me to react to next and such though, or any games you guys want me to play, so feel free to put that in the comment section down below. And like I said, if you guys enjoyed the video, make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel. And bro, that right there was really, really good, bro. Alright. I'm about to get me something to eat. Alright, y'all. Take care, stay blessed. Bye.